0 to 60, Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 60 Football Academy and 60 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004, 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of the football.
That was his dream to play for Colorado.
And McChesney grew up in Colorado, always wanted to be a Buffalo, has had a great career.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We're at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much. What's happening? Happy Monday. This is 0 to 60. I'm your host, Matt McChesney. My man Bailey's on the ones and the twos and rocking the motherfucking house as usual. We have a hell of a show for you here today. Lots to talk about, from the NFL to college football to a crazy weekend on FanDuel. If you were better this weekend, put it like this. Texas A&M was down 30-3. They went to plus 1,000 to win. I put a cool 100 on it. Bam! 130. That was pretty awesome. We'll talk about all that. The Colorado Buffaloes host the Arizona State Sun Devils on Saturday night at 8 p.m., 6 p.m. Mountain, I believe. So that'll be awesome. I had an awesome session today with Xavier Hill, the offensive lineman up in Boulder. It was fucking killer. We'll talk about all the film and all the technique we went over. That kid is a future pro. I wish they leaned on him a little bit more. We'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about Mark talking shit in the fucking chat already, like he showed up on Saturday, but that bitch didn't show up. I pretty much live here, motherfucker. You weren't here. And then also, look, it's not really cool either. Like, you know, the coach in Oakland that got shot and shit. Like, I'm not really trying to fuck with you, Mark, so just go away. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, Bailey. Let's rock this bitch.
Hey, Mark, what the fuck, man? You didn't show up? What? Whatever.
He's going to say he came, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, BS. Matt, we're in the building now.
What the hell is sitting outside, bro? Yeah, okay.
All right. Happy Monday, Matt. We're in the building.
Thank you.
We got a lot to talk about here.
We sure do.
The show is ironically titled, How Will Colorado Come Back from Bye Week Here? Colorado, massive test this week against Arizona State. And Matt, I think a lot is determined on how they respond from bye week. How do you expect Colorado to come back from bye week, and how should they approach it as they prepare to face Arizona State?
Well, I'm hoping, and this is the big if, because the first bye week, they didn't do shit. They didn't get prepared for Utah. They didn't try and get prepared for Utah. They were scrimmaging against themselves. They weren't doing anything for the intricate blitz package, which, after watching all the All-22 as I have and having some insight there, I'm very I think we could do things differently and chop people up, but again, that's not my job. I'm hoping that they've got these kids in fucking full pads at least twice, and we're banging and we're getting better and we're working on fundamental things that can help improve the football team, especially all the young guys. Because they're, you know, I know Xavier's a senior, but I'm talking like all the freshmen and sophomores and juniors that are on this team, showing them that they have a foundation moving forward that we can really build on and get better on. You know, a lot of these kids, tampering is legal. The transfer portal is a weapon, and it can either be used against you or used for you. And we need to make sure that we retain the good players on this team and then go after the right ones in the transfer portal. Last year, we did retain some, but losing Hill Green or Green Hill or whoever he is, the badass in Alabama, and losing Colton Hood and not understanding that Devin Grant would be a 3-sack guy against us, and Carson Lee and Jordan Tyson being a first-round receiver, and all these other guys that were once on CU's roster that were under-evaluated or undervalued. We need to make sure that they are priority. So we make sure we keep our own guys, which should not be like a controversial thing with all the prime sexuals. You fuckboys, you. I would hope that they are working on blitz packages because we really, really struggle with our rules. As in, I don't know what they are. You know, there's concrete rules and blitz packages and blitz pickup, and communication is key. And watching film, learning from your mistakes is. I really hope, I pray to God that they, like, for example, I would treat every game the same, as if we're not trying to give you time off. This is the only time in life we have this time. I'm a coach and paid to coach. We're watching every goddamn snap. Every single fucking week, win, lose, or indifferent. Every snap against Georgia Tech will be watched and evaluated. Everybody's going to get a grade sheet, plus, minus, or zero on it. You're going to grade out. We're going to give you your grades. We're going to tell you what you're doing wrong in front of your group. We're going to expect you to speak up in meetings and fucking advocate for yourself when you're right, defend yourself when you're right, and fucking admit when you're wrong so we can fix it. I don't know if they do that shit. I would guess they don't. Every single game. Good game, bad game, I don't give a fuck. The Utah game, we would have spent 6 hours in the film room. Arizona game, 8, because it happened a week later and we were supposed to fix it. West Virginia came at us with all these different blitzes and packages, but in reality, it's really not that difficult. It was just base shit. Our rules are fucked up. The center goes the wrong way. We don't know how to pass protect correctly. Our terminology is bad. We're not communicating. We've got people out of position. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping, not just looking at the offensive line, every single position. I hope that at some point it can be player-led, and we can, instead of walking in and going, oh, we're in shells, which is just spiders. Who doesn't know what spiders is? Spiders.
Like the spider pet, like little.
Yeah. Like guard people from AC joint injuries and shit. Yep. That's not football. That's a walkthrough. Well, if you walk in at CU and you're one of the fucking mercenaries or fuckboys up there that go, oh, we're in spiders, yay, you're part of the problem. I would advocate for pads at this point to figure out who we want to roll with moving forward. And if you're a senior on that team or a junior that wants to go to the NFL and you think all this is helping you, you're crazy. The film is not helping. The scheme is not contributing you to being an NFL football player. The scheme is contributing you to being overlooked. Because there's no point looking at a guy from a school that operates like this. That's just the way it works. That's not my saying. That's what the NFL is saying. So, unless you're a receiver, but we can't throw the ball this year unless Juju played the whole year, which we'll talk about that when we get to it. I would hope that the bye week is not fun. I would hope that the bye week is young guys getting an opportunity to show that they can come play, older guys getting an opportunity to show that they can sit the fuck down and shut up and just be a team player and, you know, play the next 2 weeks and go talk about Christmas break and shit. I wouldn't be given a lot of time off. I'm sorry, but everyone's getting paid, and I'm not in the business of just making sure everyone feels good, especially at 3-7 and losing games you're supposed to win. So the last time Jeff Sims came here as Nebraska's quarterback, we ate him alive. He had a terrible game. With Arizona State, he has solidified that team after losing a first-round probable quarterback in Leavitt. He's had a 228-yard rushing game, which they won. He had a game last week where he didn't play great, but he played awesome when it mattered, and they won. I would have had the entire goddamn roster and the coaches in the team room together watching the West Virginia game. That didn't happen. Like you're on a bye week, and the whole team and all the coaches didn't watch the game together.
Jeez.
And then everyone's taking notes and noticing things and all this different shit. And then right afterwards, you go to dinner and then go straight back to fucking meetings and then give everybody Sunday off. instead of just randomly practicing Sunday night at 6 p.m. And I know you're trying to mimic what's about to happen on Saturday night, but you had Saturday night open. Saturday night and Sunday night are different nights. Why didn't you watch the game Saturday, take all the notes, get all that done, go to dinner, everybody come back and do your meetings, go out and do your walkthrough and your fucking spiders, take all day Sunday off, come back Monday fucking with a goddamn heart on you could swing from, ready to fucking go. But that's not the way they did the schedule. And that's cool. I don't know shit about schedules. So I think the sensitivity up there and everybody getting mad at everybody for saying something and yada, yada, yada. People criticizing people for having podcasts while they're doing it on a podcast.
The irony.
And look, I'll respect what a baller has to say to me. I'll respect what a gold jacket has to say. I may not agree, and we can have a constructive conversation about it. My NFL pension paperwork says the same thing Coach Saps does. Yeah, he was a better player. Yes, he has a gold jacket. That doesn't mean he's a better coach. It's just not the way it works. But I'm damn sure not going to listen to disrespect from fanboys and glazers and guys who are paid to do a fucking run podcast by the institution and then criticize people for doing a podcast. I'm sorry, but come on. Shit.
Yes, seriously.
Bill Dukes personally on the phone for about 30 minutes. I love Dukes. He's awesome. He's no bullshit. He's straightforward. He told me the shit that, maybe that rubs people the wrong way. Maybe it doesn't. Doesn't mean I'm going to change what we're doing. But at least he's man enough to have a conversation with me, fucking face to face, and we've got a lot of shit off our chests and move forward. I love that dude. He's awesome. So this is a man's game. There's no room for sensitivity and bullshit in it. And unfortunately up there's a lot of yes men and a lot of sensitive bullshit. Like you're not loyal if you question anything, even if you're just trying to fix it. I am loyal and always will be to a fault to the player as a coach and as a coach in my own business down here. And if you don't think I'm a coach, you are a fucking remedial. You don't know what you're talking about. I'd say 527 would say I'm their best coach ever. I just taught Xavier the fuck ton in 3 hours. I can't wait till he comes back. So it's your job as a coach to sell out for your players and put them in the best possible position to be successful as men and as football players. And I doubt severely what we're doing in Boulder to do that. I think the coaches think that the players are there to make sure they win football games. And I'm sorry, but the coaches are there to make sure you produce men that can succeed in the NFL or in the workforce at a high level that are disciplined and got the absolute fucking most out of their time in college. I'm just going to say this because I asked, and I've been talking about it a long time. I asked Xavier Blunt, have you guys even sang the fight song? Do you even know? And he said, we haven't heard it. We don't sing it. No one talks about it. Out of sight, out of mind. And that's what it is. So I'm not throwing him under the bus. It's just everyone knew that already. This isn't fucking news. It's just confirmation.
Facts.
And it's not his fault. It's my fault. If you want to get mad at someone, get mad at me. He came from LSU in Memphis. He doesn't know the whole point of the goddamn fight song and not the country club fucking yacht version all you yuppie white motherfuckers sing in the goddamn stadium with your fucking sweater around your neck and you're like, hey, fight, see you down. And at the end of it, you just fuck him up, go see you. And like, oh, we got the curse in public. Not that shit. It's supposed to bring everyone together, which he's a transplant. He just got here. He's here for a year. Be kind of nice to glue that shit together. Just saying. So, yes, I am the fight song police, bitch. You don't know what you're talking about. Therefore, you wouldn't think it's cool, you sorry-ass motherfucker. Sorry you don't care about nothing. I'd like to think that we're approaching the bye week as if our lives depend on it. And I feel like we're approaching the bye week like the season's almost over and everyone's fed up with each other and the players don't trust the coaches and the coaches don't trust the players. And, the coaches have come out and blatantly said that they think they missed on all these guys and it's the players' fault. And the players behind closed doors are sitting around saying, well, we're not being coached. And, this is happening and that is happening. And that's not coming from Xavier. This is what it is. Like there's discontent. There's a lot of fucking infighting, I think. I don't think there's any like really connection. Usually, and I'm not just going to say back in the day, but even these days, there's a connection between your position coach and the players because they recruited you a little bit. Well, when Coach Prime was sick all offseason, and you can't really blame him for that, you miss on that connection point with your team. When you have 3 offensive line coaches and 4 defensive line coaches, you miss on connection points. There's not one dog in the room. There's just a bunch of mouths to feed. You don't know who to go to. You're getting one guy's telling you one thing, the other guy's telling you another thing. It's a bunch of contradictory coaching, which is incredible to me. I don't understand it. So I want to see a quality football game on Saturday night. I want to see us prepared for the blitz packages and what Arizona State's going to run at us. Because if I'm Arizona State's defensive coordinator and Kenny Dillingham, and I know Kenny pretty fucking well, all right, I'm just telling everybody on Friday when they get here, because we're not going to end up going to SMU because everybody plays Saturday. Vista plays Saturday, Creek plays Saturday, Valor plays Saturday. Well, those were all the guys that were going to go to the SMU game. So sorry, coach.
Right.
We can't come. We're going to have to come to junior day or some other shit. And we will. Coach Justice, we love you. We want to make sure that that's cool. My boy Dakota, Rich, just got CSU over the weekend. So that was fucking dope. That's why we go to the games and we set our own narrative. So CSU gets on board with that outstanding linebacker at Valor. Hopefully SMU will extend the same kind of opportunity. Big ups to Dakota. I'm meeting with Arizona State Friday night. I'm not going to sit there and act like I'm not. They get to recruit my guys too. They're very interested in about 5 of them. And that's just the ones they know about. So I'm going to go meet my boy Kenny and Sage and all my guys, and I hope we beat the shit out of them on Saturday, but Friday night's business time. So again, it's the opportunities here to beat a ranked opponent. Is Arizona State ranked? They're right on the outside if they're not.
They're on the cusp. I don't think they're ranked currently, though.
If they win this weekend, they're 8-3 and ranked. They still have an outside shot to get to the Big 12 title game. We'll see what happens with all of that. But they're at least going after a 10-win season and a really good bowl game. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make the playoff if they're in the Holiday Bowl playing like a really good team out of the Big Ten or something like that didn't make the playoff. So another great season for Arizona State and Kenny Dillingham. You don't think Sims wants to walk in here and prove us wrong and beat the shit out of us? Revenge. I just hope that we're preparing correctly because the monster at the gate wants to shit stop us. The last time we played him, that's when Shedeur's watch thing got invented. Exactly. You don't fucking think that they're bringing that up down there in Tempe? So I'm not trying to get embarrassed any fucking more. Yeah. I can handle losing. I can't handle getting our shit pushed in by Arizona State at home on Mercenary Day. So I think there's a lot of shit to fix, and I hope we're using the fucking bye week to fix it. But I'm sure, and I'm going to just say this, I'm sure if anybody hears this, they're going to get really upset, and it's going to be sensitive.
Yeah, apologize now,
man. That's all fucking pissed off, and everybody's angry because your fucking vaginas are too tight. I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it. I don't really want to understand it. I don't have anything in common with this shit. I don't get it. I'm about the grind and the work and actually getting better and learning from our mistakes. And I'm really fucking good at what I do. And people that come in here, they always learn and get better as long as you put in a little fucking effort. So, of course, all the fucking pussies in the chat and people that people up in Boulder and shit that don't get it. Like, you're not going to understand it. You don't get it. And that's okay. I'm done trying to change your mind, bro. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking about it.
Facts.
So you can call me disloyal and all that shit. I bleed black and gold. I want nothing more than for them to pick up routine blitzes and chop people up because of it. But we've shown on film all year that we can't get better and learn from our mistakes. That's why we keep getting beat by the same shit over and over again. So
yeah,
we're not going to talk about recruiting or any of that shit. We got a whole week to talk about this. We'll probably have a guest or two on as the week goes. But, we'll see how it all goes. I have a feeling that this team's going to come out on Saturday night and play their balls off. Seaton will be back. will have an opportunity. Hopefully Xavier starts at right tackle. They can't start 52 again. And if not, if you do start him at left guard next to Seaton, please, for the love of God, put in one fucking play where these two double team vertically.
Yeah, come on.
I don't care what you have to do. Change your fucking system, anything. Just make it happen. 12 personnel tight end heavy scissor to that side will allow you to double team. They'll have to line up on a 9 technique to it. I mean, what the fuck? So, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. It's all about the little things. And, I mean, I think these are the things that are causing Colorado to drop Georgia Tech, BYU, and I mean, I can go on and on about the games they've dropped all year. But, Matt, let's talk about Shedeur here because we got to address this too. Shedeur Sanders came in second half Browns versus Ravens after Dylan Gabriel suffered a concussion. They're calling it his debut, so to speak. It's more of a half, but 4 for 16, 47 yards, and interception. So a couple things to take away. So he had some good throws, but really overall struggled. And I think we'll see. It seems like they may be leaning towards Shedeur this week, depending on Dylan Gabriel's status on his concussion, and that's an opportunity for Shedeur, but certainly he's getting a lot of heat right now for this performance. Matt, break down Shedeur's performance, and what are your thoughts on it?
I still haven't been able to watch the all 22. We've been fucking busy as shit, but I'm going to get it done by tomorrow. But based on what I've seen, there was a drop touchdown and another drop first down.
Yep,
that doesn't help. Do you want him to play better? Fuck yeah, I want him to play better. But this is his first time in live action in 2.5 months. His first throw was a goddamn rope.
That's true.
And it's right on the fucking money. That was awesome. That alone gives me fucking a lot of confidence that they can build around this. But let's be real here, bros and ladies. This is the Browns, and they're going to fuck this up. And they're probably going to play Waterhead Gabriel this weekend if he gets healthy. And none of this means shit. And Shedeur's going to have to leave Cleveland to get a fair shot somewhere. Because I don't really believe in the whole tampering thing in the draft. I think that's a little far-fetched, although it sure is easy to believe if you dig deep enough. I definitely believe that Stefanski doesn't want anything to do with this kid whatsoever. He doesn't even call him by his name. Stefanski knows he's getting fucking fired. He's going to die on this hill. He doesn't get
Stefanski's really doing, but I think he's going to keep playing Shedeur. We'll see, though.
I hope he does, and then actually coach the kid and help him, and see if he can fucking help you and get better, bro. You go out and win a couple games, and shit, everybody's excited about that in old fucking turd town. So. Look, the mistake by the lake is it's burning like a motherfucker, right? The Cuyahoga River is on fire. Mm-hmm. And it has been for 20 plus years. So the Browns are a dumpster fire. I really want to see him get an entire week of reps, all the film and all the attention on him, and then let him go. Who do they play next week?
Let's go check. Schedule. Browns got the Raiders in Vegas.
All right, this is a perfect opportunity to go chop up Tom Brady's team that passed on you. This is absolutely, you should be starting Shedeur, double team Max Crosby, and let him go out there and feast on the rest of that awful defense. Awful. The Raiders are fucking terrible. Now
they're double team Crosby.
Coming off of bye week, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play yesterday.
They play tonight. Actually,
they play tonight. You're right. So after the Cowboys chop them the fuck up, Shedeur can go chop them up. Hopefully. So I think that's a perfect opportunity to start this kid. It's in Vegas. All the lights will be shining. It's against a shitty team that passed on you that you should have gone to. Honestly, he would have been a perfect fucking backup to Geno and learn and take the ropes over for a team who can't find a quarterback. But neither can Cleveland. So this is an opportunity to showcase for two different teams. If you go out and play really well, then all of a sudden you're a commodity, regardless of how people feel about you. So hopefully, I hope this happens. I think if that kid catches the touchdown and the first down, this conversation is totally different because he's 6 for 17 for over 100 yards and a touchdown, and his rating's really high. But he dropped the fucking touchdown pass, blatant touchdown, like a 40-yard touchdown, by the way. the sack at the end of the game, if you actually think that's Shedeur's fault, you are a waterhead. Wyatt Teller overset and got totally ran through. The 3 technique was climbing up Shedeur's ass before he could even get his back foot in the ground. It was amazing he even got the fucking throwaway. So there's a lot to be really positive about here. I am not going to go the negative route yet. I ain't doing it because it makes people sound naive at this point, bro. You know the kid can play to a point. He definitely doesn't suck. It's way too early to say he does. I mean, Coach KD was just saying that Travis Hunter was a bust because he got hurt. Like it can't be black and white in these regards, right? It can't be all black and white. There's a gray area in all of this. There's nuance to it. There's reasons, not excuses. There's a lot of people that fucking act like this, like in the chat. Oh, he's just terrible. Bro, you drive a FedEx truck, bro. Your hardest thing you have to do all day is hit the fucking turn signal. Like, this is a hard job. It's his first fucking opportunity going in the third quarter with 9 minutes left against the fucking Ravens, who are pissed off they gave up 16 points to the Waterhead in the first fucking half. So they're all pissed off. They're blitzing at him from every angle. Cleveland's offensive line isn't holding up very well, and he didn't have a good day. Learn from it. Get better. Don't bury him in negativity just because it's his first opportunity, you sorry motherfuckers. And this is how I know none of you played. You don't know what it's like to fucking struggle and have to overcome. You don't know. You don't know shit. You're just fucking watching. I went to the Bronco game. It was awesome. Okay, it was awesome. I'm glad they won. 9-2, first in the AFC.
Yeah, took out Chiefs Queendom.
I will say this. I am extremely concerned that this is going to be a one and done in the playoffs. The defense is so fucking good, but the offense is hard to watch at times, okay? But I will say this, okay? It was a fun game, right? The pressure and everything that came with it, okay? That's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
The adversity that comes in the game is overcome or folded to. Kansas City's not shitty because they're 5-5. Denver's not that good because they're 9-2. It's all on a fucking scale. You're never as bad as you think you are. You're never as good as you think you are. The good plays had a little bit of luck in them. The bad plays went well for somebody else. So this is an ebb and flow here, bro, and you got to be able to ride the wave. And all this, like listening to the fans in the stands. Again, I went to the Raider game. It was almost like I needed earplugs. Listening to the fans in the stands is essentially I put their voice behind 70% of the comments. Because it's ridiculous. Like listening to some of the shit these people say, do you have any respect for what you're watching whatsoever? And every time I hear one of you fucking guys say, I could do that better than him, you may be joking, but you sound serious. And that is a bold-faced fucking lie. If I wanted to learn how to be an investment banker, I can go to school and learn how to be an investment banker. You are either born to do this or you are not. And the mental side of it, an ability to handle the adversity and all the fake criticism and all the fucking armchair quarterbacks and all the hate, that's 90% of the battle. The other 10% is just you were genetically blessed and you worked hard. But 90% of it is the ability to handle all of this shit. Not be sensitive. Not be a total pussy all the fucking time. I saw Shedeur at the end of that game caring, where Wester had to come up and sit next to him and be like, yo, dog, I got you. I know this sucks. Keep working. Mm-hmm. He cares. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like the way he cares. You know what? He doesn't care. So I wish nothing but the best for this kid. If he can turn around the fucking Cleveland Browns, it'll be the best turnaround ever. And I really hope that good things happen in the future. They should start him this weekend, and let's see how he does against the very mid Raiders defense as long as you can block Baba Yaga.
Yeah, seriously, that's what they got to take care of defensively. But yeah, I think it's a perfect opportunity for Shedeur to redeem himself if Stefanski decides to roll with Shedeur, depending on Gabriel's injury status. But this tough takeaways, really good Ravens defense, like you mentioned, blitz the hell out of them. Brown's offensive line protection wise really struggled at times, and I mean, it's the type of thing where you see the people say, "Oh, he should have picked the Ravens." Well, yeah. Now he's got to flush this week. He's got a new opportunity against the Raiders, where I really think he could carve them up for sure. It's just, I mean, it's whether he'll get the opportunity to do so, because I think he has the talent to play quarterback in the NFL, no doubt about it. Contrary to a lot of people's belief who are saying he's horrible and he belongs in the UFL, fuck that. I don't agree.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I think that, like you mentioned, it is the Cleveland Browns. He certainly struggled, but I mean, I don't evaluate him any different than any other quarterback who's trying to get an opportunity here. I don't know. There's a lot of noise with that, Matt. So I'm just trying to keep it real there. But he's got a new opportunity ahead against the Raiders. Man, Matt, before we take a commercial here, we got a lot more to talk about NFL wise, college wise. We'll get our picks, etc. I don't know if you saw this, but Jeremy Bloom posted this about Matt Russell, saying Matt Russell will be an amazing AD hire at Colorado, tough as nails, bleeds black and gold, and universally respected by nearly everyone. He's got my vote. So I saw this, and I was like, yeah, I agree with this. And I was like, well, I don't think Jeremy Bloom wants to really do that, be the AD, it sounds like, from this. But, Matt, what's your takeaways from this?
Sounds good. Makes sense.
Sure, yeah, it does make
sense.
Has
been in an administrative role since he got done playing. All over the NFL. Knows fucking everyone. Truly bleeds black and gold. Won the Buckets at CU. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, one of my favorite players ever. Now one of my best friends. I actually meet with him on Friday morning. I work with his son, Reese, who's like a kid to me. I love that fucking kid with all my heart. He's probably going to end up at Washington and Nebraska, which is fuck.
But it is
awesome.
Problem.
That's awesome, but fuck.
Good for him. Bad for CU.
I have a feeling CU will fumble this the same way they fumbled Reese. So yeah, sounds good. And I know Bloom's trying to deflect. And I even tried to get Bloom to come on the show. He doesn't want to talk about this shit, and I don't blame him. He's the CEO of the X Games. He has a great gig. Look, Bloom can go be the AD at CU in 20 years if he wants to. I don't think he wants to do it now at like 39, 40 years old. Maybe 41. I think this is a great idea, but I don't really see it happening. But another great idea. But again, I don't know what they're going to do at athletic director. I'm very eager to see what they do, how that guy is going to sync up with Coach Prime. You know, if it's going to be somebody that challenges Coach Prime to do things a little bit differently, or if it's just another yes man. We'll see. But I don't. If this happens, I'd be fucking pumped. But can you imagine if this happens and then they still don't recruit Reese? How would that go over in the athletic department? I know they've offered him, but that doesn't mean they're recruiting. I don't even. That's immediately where my head goes. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, but it's unfortunate.
It's fuck. Yeah, this would be awesome, but I don't know.
Well, there's an interesting tidbit there. Figure get Matt's take on it. When we come back, we got a lot to discuss, including Matt, the NFL referees. I got a big problem with BJ Green sacked Herbert yesterday, and they called roughing the passer, and I thought it was a great hit. We're going to discuss that. The call last night at the end of the fucking game last night, I thought it looked like A.J. Brown pushed him off. I they don't call that, but they
The
certainly
refs are terrible, baby.
It don't make fucking sense. We also got to discuss this fucking state trooper in the Texas A&M South Carolina game that shoved Nick Harbor and his teammates. That's what the hell is what's up with that? It was a weird situation that could have really escalated negatively, I think. Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey. I want to get Matt's take on that and so much more. And the Jets got a new starting quarterback. Hallelujah. Pound like, one, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family today. We appreciate you watching 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage, brought to you by FanDuel and the Believe Network. We'll see you in 2 minutes, folks. Peace.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass pro and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome down here to the Lab 60 Football Academy, 60 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 60 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 60 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 60 on Cameo at 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Hey, we're back.
That's right, Matt. Pound like one. Jets got a new starting quarterback, and I want to get your take on it. They are starting Tyrod Taylor as Justin Fields is benched by Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn mentioned this could be coming a few days ago. So, Matt, as a Jets fan, former Jet yourself, how do you feel about this? I actually think that they could actually benefit from this. But, I mean, it depends. Matt, you mentioned you wanted them to tank and trade everybody. So I don't think you're going to be that happy.
They did. That. They suck, and they traded everyone.
Tyrod Taylor, new starting quarterback. How optimistic are you going forward?
Not at all. We might be able to throw the ball a little bit better, but who gives a shit? This team is fucking awful. I personally, I wouldn't be playing him either.
Yeah, he's struggling.
You look on their roster and see if there's any other quarterbacks. I know we did this like a month ago, and there was no other. Like, there wasn't even a practice squad guy, and there's like 20 practice squad spots, which is amazing to me. So it's just Justin Fields and Tyrod. Then I guess we're just rolling with these two turds. But I want to know who the other guy is. There's got to be at least one motherfucker on the team that, like,
I'm looking here. I've not
there's
looked
no practice squad.
Look at ESPN. Let's go. I'm gonna have to check see if there's a practice squad guy.
I don't know how you're gonna find this information, but we got to find it. Like, what you're telling me is Tyrod runs the scout team, and now Justin's running the scout team. Like, that's the way this works. You only have two quarterbacks on your entire roster. That doesn't make sense.
I have to look up their practice.
Does anybody know
active roster
practice squad quarterback is for the fucking Jets? Brady Cook. Nice. Brady Cook from Missouri. That kick and spin it. Play him. Fuck these two guys. I know what Tyrod's going to give me. I know what Justin Fields not going to give me. We might as well just play Cook and see if he can play.
Is he even on there anymore?
I don't know. Somebody in the chat just said that.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw he signed there, but I don't know.
Might have just they might have just totally thrown us.
Yeah, he's still. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, so Brady Cook.
I just play him and just say fuck it. We might as well see if the young guy can play.
That's I'm optimistic. I think Tyrod Taylor definitely will serve the Jets better than. I'm optimistic in the fact that I know Tyrod Taylor will throw for more than.
No, how? Come on, explain this yards. Just because?
No, because he won't throw for 58 yards in a whole game.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So what? He throws for 212 and big deal. We're not going to build around the future with this fucking guy. He's not going to do anything in nothing in the future. Nothing. We don't even need to play Garrett Wilson anymore. Just keep him healthy for next year. Just shelf him. We might as well shelf Breece Hall, shelf him too, and keep him on the team. Like, just go use all. Look how much draft capital these people have. The fucking draft capital is ridiculous. They have so many first-round picks, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking A.
Right.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Fuck. Go see if Brady Cook can play. You never know. That kid could spin it at Missouri. He was under fucking played or under evaluated and not drafted. Maybe you got a Kurt Warner or fucking Tony Romo on your hands. You don't know. You don't know if
at this point, Matt, I don't.
Why not play him? These two motherfuckers aren't the future.
I think he'll start a game at least once before the end of the year, unless they.
I hope so.
I mean, golly.
Yeah, I have no faith in the Jets whatsoever. They're a fucking dumpster fire. I'd like to know their fucking draft situation's cool, but you know what? You know what they'll do? They will fuck that up too.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Well,
they will. They will. They fucking usually back in the day when I was there, I felt like they drafted really well in the first round. They took Nick Mangold and Brick one year. Those two played for fucking ever, and they're both in the Jets Ring of Fame. And, Nick is a great friend of mine, and God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Then, the next year, 2 years later. No, the next year they fucked up and took Vernon Golston. He sucked. That guy was a bitch. But then they took Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis was not a bitch. That motherfucker was a goddamn first ballot Hall of Famer. So they did draft pretty well when I was there. They fucked up Sam Darnold. They drafted the fucking Mormon MILF hunter who can't fucking play that guy couldn't play dead in a cowboy movie, dog.
He's the Miami MILF hunter now, but yes.
No, fuck, bro. He is slinging dick down in Miami, guaranteed. I don't care if he's married or not.
Right. So not to worry though, Matt. I know you're not too optimistic on Tyrod Taylor, but the Jets face the Ravens this weekend in Baltimore, I believe. So that's going to be an unbelievable first matchup for Tyrod Taylor. Can't wait to see it, Matt. I have no idea what the spread is, but that's going to be a great matchup.
The Jets play the Ravens in Baltimore
next week. This Sunday.
We're not going to score. And Baltimore's
defense is leaky.
Baltimore's defense is dog shit, I know, and they're still not going to score.
Jeez. Shout out to the Jets making a quarterback change to Tyrod Taylor.
Hey, Woody Johnson. They gave you an F because you're a fuck boy. That's what F stands for. It doesn't mean fail. It means fuck boy, and that's what you are.
Let's talk about the
worst one forever, bro. Fuck that guy.
Let's talk about
unless you want to sponsor the show, then I'll cover myself with baby oil.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what for $1 million? You wouldn't? I'd come on the show and just a banana hammock and baby oil for $1 million. You wouldn't do that for $1 million.
Speaking of fuck boys, God, I can't believe this is a fucking. What is up with this state trooper, Matt? What's up with him hitting Nick Harbor after this touchdown? I mean, he certainly seems pissed off that at the time A&M was getting their ass whooped. I mean, this could have escalated. I mean, golly. I mean, the players certainly have a lot of restraint. I mean, what the hell is he? He's deliberately bumping into him. I think the shock of the situation, I would have been like, what the hell? Kind of like how they are. But at the same time, this motherfucker is bumping it. I don't know.
This is why so many people hate fucking cops.
Yeah, it does.
Because I'm a
exactly
huge supporter. I'm a huge supporter of the police.
Me too.
I don't think they should be defunded. I'm a
agree.
huge supporter of the military. But to act like there's not fucking Napoleon complex little dick motherfuckers everywhere that do shit like this is naive. They do. And especially it's usually some little dick white cop fucking with a black dude. And now he's doing it in the fucking hallway of a game, man. So this is a bad look. This is not a good look. This is a bad look.
Optically terrible.
This guy should get, I don't know if he got canned, but he should get absolutely fired and disgraced.
Yeah, they took him.
I'm glad none of these kids did anything because he's carrying heat.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's a gun on the psycho's hip too. That's the thing. It's like there's a lot of like crazy assholes who are cops too. So what if 8, who's a fantastic receiver, rushes the cop? Is he going to shoot him and plead self-defense? I don't know. He just tried to fucking bully both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is a bad look. This guy's a piece of shit. In the perfect world, I wish he'd get his fucking, jaw reset, but that's not the world we live in. But this is a fucking bad look, dog. There's no doubt about that.
No, 100% agree with you there, Matt.
But I guarantee you this too. There's some redneck piece of shit out there that will think that the cop is right.
In what way? Yeah, sure. But in what fucking world? Like, how fucking delusional? How do you have to? I mean, give me a fucking break. The cop
I don't know how they're going to read fucking. How the fuck are you going? I don't know how, but they will. I guarantee you they'll come up with some stupid ass fucking excuse on why the cop is right. And then all of us will be sitting here like, is this person fucking high on meth? And they probably are high on meth. So we got to take that into consideration too.
Now, I commend these players, Harbor and his teammates, for not reacting to this state trooper here. But let's move on to this Jamar Chase spitting incident where I got no problem with what Jalen Ramsey did here. I mean, this spitting shit, Matt, if you're going to give someone deliberately spits on you, come on, I don't blame him. I'm grabbing the shit. I don't blame with Ramsey a tad bit here. What is your thoughts on this? Because the spitting shit is soft. Like, you got to be real soft. It's soft, it's weak. What else? There's not much else I can say there. Go ahead, Matt.
I hope that this isn't something that's going to be like, I'm not going to say encouraged because I don't think any coach would tell them to spit. Anybody, even the shittiest coach alive, knows that this is like not. I don't care if Ramsey got kicked out. He has every right to get kicked out. The refs should kick out Chase too. This is fucking egregious.
Exactly.
Like the fact that Chase somehow stays in the game because Ramsey got spit on. The same way that Dak Prescott's bitch motherfucking ass did it to Jalen Carter, and Jalen's the only one that got fucking kicked out. Bro, if you're gonna spit on another man, we're fighting. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not gonna not show up like Mark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, getting the shot in there, bitch. This is fucking not cool. If you're a guy who spits, hopefully it's on pussy. Because the only thing I'm spitting on is the ground and some pussy. So, spitting on another human being in a football game is pretty fucked up. So, a real bitch move. It makes me not respect Jamar Chase, and I like that guy.
Yeah, seriously. And then for him to come out and say, I didn't spit on him. Are you serious, homie? Matt, better than anybody, 2025, everything is filmed at every angle. You're going to be able to see everything, especially in an NFL football game. Give me a break. So I just don't know why he would deny it. But I don't blame Jalen Ramsey in his response at all. And Jamar Chase, will he get suspended? Will he, Jalen Carter, technically his ejection served as the suspension. What happens to Jamar? That's the next question there, Matt. Let's dive into the NFL referees, because I know you're very happy and you love the NFL referees and they're doing a great job. So, Matt, this happened over the weekend. BJ Green, I believe, they called this roughing the passer. What do you have to say about this? God damn. What is football? Go ahead.
After like going to the game Thursday night against the Raiders, and there was 22 penalties for 300 combined yards, and then going to this game against the Chiefs, and there were 19 combined penalties. Everything's a holding penalty, and no one can do anything. And then this is a penalty. This is awful. This BJ sack him like this again, and it'll probably count. Bro, the NFL is a dog shit product. It's dog shit. Like they have legislated all the fucking fun out of the game. You can't hit anyone. Everything's a fucking penalty. The refs are terrible. Everything is now bet on, and I don't believe that the mob's not involved. If you don't think they are, you're naive. Now they're investigating the NCAA. It's just a matter of time for another huge incident happens in the NFL. Then I guarantee you it has to do with the refs too, because they're part-time employees and they act like it because they don't give a fuck. They don't know the rules. They don't enforce the rules, and everything's, yesterday we're sitting there before the game and Bree pulls out her phone because she's she's part of the media in Denver, and she gets all these like confidential emails and shit. And it tells us about the crew and how many holding penalties they throw. And they throw the most holding penalties of anybody in the NFL. And fucking la-di-da, there's like 9 holding penalties in Kansas City game. Okay? So, I mean, it's just, I know no one cares because the ratings are through the roof, but I really, really miss the football I grew up on. And I know that I probably would make more money now and play longer if I was in this generation. Sure. But I don't care. I'm so proud of the time I played. Like the fact that I could say that I played in the savage era of football, it makes me proud because that's what it is. And they've pussified the game so much. People are scared to hit guys. You can't tackle anybody without it being a hip drop. You can't hit the quarterback. You can't hit the receivers. But we can still pull from right guard and run 8 yards full steam head down into the outside linebacker. So I don't really think they give a fuck about the players. I think they care about the optics. They knew that they could change the way the skill players played easier than they could change the trench. So they focused all their attention on that contact being illegal and egregious, but they could give a fuck about the offensive and defensive linemen and linebackers and the blocking contact and the running game contact that happens. You can't tell me that there aren't legal high contact hits, and I'm advocating for them. I love it. But then tell me that a receiver can't get hit the same way or it's a foul or the fucking pussy-ass quarterbacks.
Double standard, Matt.
Like the double standard's ridiculous. And then this is the other thing. I used to think the quarterback was a tough guy position. And I used to fucking like have so much respect. I played with Brett Favre, for God's sakes. I played with Chad Pennington. You can think whatever you want about Chad, but soft ain't one of them. Mm-hmm. That guy's tough as fucking nails. Okay, he played through like 4 fucking shoulder reconstructions. All right, like I played with some pretty fucking tough dudes, and remember Brett Favre getting fucking hammered in that fucking NFC title game, and he got up the whole time. They lost, and he fucked it up, but you can't say that he wasn't tough as fuck. I grew up watching John Elway and Joe Montana, and like listen to Lawrence Taylor talk about Joe Montana. We hit him over and over and over and over again, and he just kept getting back up and throwing touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Now they've taken an era where the quarterbacks are more athletic, and some of them, like Josh Allen, you can't hit him, but he can sure as fuck hit you.
That is true.
So Josh Allen, if he's a quarterback and he's throwing the ball, and like I hope this happens one day where somebody tries to sack him and he like trucks them because they pull up, and then he just takes off. Like he can hit the fuck out of you, but you can't touch him. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of over the NFL, bro. Like I care about CU. I want them to win. I really like college football a lot. I feel like there's a lot more invested in it, even though it's losing some of that. Watching, the elation in this locker room with the guys and like how it is still about winning and teams and shit. And like, the Oklahoma fucking Alabama game and how awesome that was. And there were just badass games. All college football is awesome this weekend. It was awesome. They had their balls up. Georgia beat the fuck out of Texas, and Old Miss, and everything that's going to happen on Lane Kiffin, him getting revenge on Florida, and how much he loves it there, and just everything. It was just a great weekend. And then you watch the NFL. A&M's come back, bro, and following Trey Zune into the fucking end zone to win the game.
Balling, man. Unbelievable performance.
Just unbelievable, dog. And I watch the NFL and I'm like, all right, if I fall asleep, I'm not going to miss anything. I'm just going to get pissed off about the penalties and the way that they try and sway the game and even things out like we're all fucking stupid and we don't know. And I feel like they're insulting my intelligence, bro. I'm over it. And I'm going to keep watching because I love football, but I think the product is dog shit. I think the refs are egregiously terrible and worse than they've ever been. I think the rules are ruining the game. I think that the prima donna fucking pussies that play it right now have no idea what it's like to actually. Every time I see somebody hurt, I'm like, well, back in the day, you would play with that. You'd play now and player, just like Coach JB says, the player empowerment age. I'm for player empowerment to a point. At some point, you're just taking advantage of the system. So, it weighs on how great people are. It weighs on the era that we're in. It's terrible. I'm sorry, but this is so soft. It doesn't remind me of football a lot of the time, bro. I'm glad that I played a position that I can focus on the physicality part still, because you can't be soft in the trench. It's never going to change. The trench and blocking and pass blocking and everything that comes with it and being physical in the run game, that's never going to change. But everything else has changed so much, you might as well just put flags on them and just eventually it's going to be tap off. You're just going to run up to the quarterback and they're going to touch him and he's going to be down. And I guarantee you, bro, what are you supposed to say to Green? How, as a coach, what do you say? And he's going to get fined. And you know who runs the fines? The dirtiest fucking player ever in the history of the NFL, John Runyon. So he's one of the dirtiest players ever. That's like Richie Incognito running it. I love Richie. He's a fucking badass, one of the best linemen I've ever played against. I got a ton of respect for that guy. Man, I like him that much. I'm sure if we hung out with each other, we'd get along just fine. I'll tell you that. But one of the best I ever played against, super physical, ass-kicking motherfucker, will embarrass the shit out of you if you ain't ready and wants to fuck you up, which I respect the fuck out of. I love that shit. That's what I want. But it's like him running the fine system. You were an asshole this weekend. I know how you feel, but you're fined 50. John Runyon's fining the fuck out of people, and he's the dirtiest motherfucker I've ever seen. I've watched John Runyon.
People.
Dude, you can pull it up. Find the clip. Just type in John Runyon Spears. And this motherfucker runs 12 yards, launches himself over the pile, and just takes people out with the top of his head. And the play's over. And he runs the fine system. So the NFL is the games. If I wasn't there with my woman, who I adore, I love you, Bree, I wouldn't go. The fanboys in the stands, the drunk fucks who think they can do that, the high school fucking badasses who think that they're running the offense and shit. It's annoying as fuck. The product is terrible, bro, and everyone knows it is. Look at that shit. That guy runs the fine system.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Speaking of that, Matt,
you're right. Richie Incognito was a dirty player. Just my style.
I mean, speaking of the product, Matt, are you excited for tonight's matchup? No. I think the Raiders might be able to get them. You're going to watch the Nuggets?
Yes.
Are you serious?
The Nuggets are on. The Nuggets are playing fuck this game, dude. The Nuggets are playing the Bulls. The Nuggets are the best team in the West. The Bulls are the best team in the East. I'm going to watch Jokic triple-dub these motherfuckers at home and drop 40. Look, this game is dog shit. I'll watch it on a replay or something at 1 a.m. when I can't sleep. Who cares? I'm just look. On top of the fact that every primetime game lately has been fucking terrible. Terrible.
that's true.
So is this in Vegas or in Dallas?
It's in Vegas.
Oh, fuck. So they got there 2 days early and they fucking hit the Rhino and they fucking gambled their dick off for a night and everybody got fucked up. And then they're going to go play the game on Monday night and it's going to suck. They're going to be sweating whiskey and stripper fucking glitter and Vegas is terrible. So, yeah, Dallas will win like 17-13 or some shit. It'll be awful. There'll be tons of penalties. It's not going to be an explosive shootout. The Dallas Cowboys defense isn't bad enough to lose to these fucking pussies. They're putting Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark in the middle. They're going to stop the inside run. Those two are beasts at D tackle. I love how everybody thinks that like that was a bad trade. Quentin Williams is a fucking monster.
No,
he's young as shit. And you put him with Kenny Clark, who's a vet who can like teach him how to really do it as a pro and play hard every rep. That's something you can really build around. That looks like a Russell Maryland trade to me. Don't know who Russell Maryland is? Who's Russell Maryland?
Ooh, whoa. Sorry, man. We got breaking news in college football here.
Tell me, who got fired now?
No, it's actually hired. James Franklin and Virginia Tech are
nice.
finalizing an agreement. Man, good for him. I bet he's already been he's getting all kinds of players, man. Tampering is legal, like you mentioned, Matt. I can't wait to see what he does with Virginia Tech. What are your thoughts on it?
It's a good move. Yeah, I mean, the ACC is open for competition. I mean, you can definitely win quick there. So, yeah, it's a good move. We'll see how he recruits. He's still a really good football coach. I think Penn State probably it was just time for this to happen, most likely. I'm interested to see who they hire. Like, they're going to have to make a pretty big splash to, like, just act like Franklin sucked. Did he have a bad season this year? Yeah. But could you pull up James Franklin at Penn State and just go over his records? And then I just want to put myself in Colorado Buffalo land from that point. Like, when did he start?
Here, his record at Penn State. I can tell you won 128 games.
Could you go to, like, the chronological?
Yeah. James
Thank you, brother.
Franklin, Penn State. That's breaking news as of a couple minutes ago.
That's a big get by VT. It's smart for them to get on it too.
So Franklin got there at 2014 after leaving Vandy.
2014. What was his first year record?
7-6. The first 2 years he went 7-6.
7-6. So 14-12. Then what?
He went 11-3, 8-1 in conference.
11-3. Then what?
11-2, 7-2 in conference.
Then what?
9-4.
Just keep it rolling.
11-2, 4-5 in 2020, 7-6 in 2021, 11-2 in 2022, 10-3 in 23, 13-3 in 24, and then 3-3, and then fired after the loss at Northwestern or against Northwestern.
Penn State, y'all are spoiled as fuck.
Oh,
you think a real high of a program that has not won a fucking national title since 1986.
I mean, he's not too far.
As a motherfucker, dog. They were one fucking play away from playing for the Natty last year. And you're just going to fire his ass, and everybody's hurt, and the quarterback's hurt, and it's his fault. I think your expectations are a little ridiculous. You're not Ohio State. You're not Michigan. I'm sorry, but you're the Ole Miss of the Big Ten.
Matt, I think Penn State's going to really suffer from this. I mean, potentially recruiting. Think about it. Virginia Tech and Penn State, how far away are they? Franklin's going to eat up in recruiting for Virginia
That's what I'm saying. Why don't go to Penn State? They're never going to win shit, I know. Come play Virginia Tech. I mean, who's Penn State actually going to hire that's going to, like, get people so excited? They always said no to Urban Meyer. You might as well just hire shady ass Urban Meyer and just roll with it. Who gives a fuck if there's sanctions coming down the road? They'll probably get you a natty.
I'm guessing Drinkowitz from Missouri is what I'm hearing.
He should not go there. Eli, you got a great gig at Missouri, bro. You can win 9 games a year and no one lights any fire under your ass. Everyone's happy with that. I'm sorry, I hate to say this.
I don't know.
But if CU could find a way, and this is why I'm so disappointed with this year, Last year they were 9-4 and they won a Heisman and every other award under the sun and lost the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
If we could go 8-5, 9-4, 10-3 every year and be in contention, every now and then get into the playoffs, and you've got guys drafted I don't think that's an unrealistic expectation.
No, it's not. It's right there.
I just don't understand how people can look at people that do that over and over and over again and think they're failing. Like, if you don't think Matt Rule has turned Nebraska around, you're a fucking moron. They're about to win 10 games this year. That sets them up great for next year. And shit, the backup quarterback they have might be better than Raiola.
Seriously. I mean, who knows?
I mean, look, this one, I like this. This won't happen, but I like
yeah, he deserves that. Like, that's
I like that shit. Joe,
he deserves that from
A, dog. Remember, super chats and stuffs are open, and this show's been fired. Come on now.
Yeah.
I like the Pat Fitzgerald, the Penn State thing. Pat deserves a job somewhere. You know what? If Pat doesn't have a job in like 2 years and Coach Prime decides to step away one day, that's one of the names I want to see you. Pat was there in 2000 as a GA when I was there. I know the man personally. He's a fucking hell of a coach.
Yeah. I think he certainly deserves it. No doubt. That's a great tidbit. But I don't know if they'd ever look at him. But I mean, he just talked. He had some interviews last week. He's talking about how he's ready to get back in coaching, et cetera. So
there's a lot of movement about to happen. Keep in mind, all those jobs have to be filled, and I doubt that all of them are going to be filled by guys who are just fired. Like, there's going to be a lot of people moving. A lot of names that, like, young guys we don't know about who are just superstar coaches that are in the waiting. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the OC at Oklahoma, Mateer's coach, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets one of these opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised if the defensive coordinator, who's the D coordinator at Ohio State, is Patricia, right?
It's Patricia.
I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Patricia gets an opportunity or two. Even
what
though he's
Brian Hartline up there, the receiver coach.
Brian Hartline deserves an opportunity. Fuck yeah.
Sure. Or
I'm hearing Colin Klein at Texas A&M's name.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Yeah. Or
Loveland Product was second in the Heisman at K-State. I would love to see Colin Klein take the Colorado State job.
Oh, yeah.
Being a Colorado kid, knowing the landscape, recruiting out here for Kansas State as long as he did, bringing in some really good players from CU or from Colorado, i.e. Dalton Reisner, guys like that. And he's the OC at A&M now. Zune raves about him. I already knew this because Colin's a bad motherfucker, and I've known that kid forever. Known that dude. I think he would be a great fit for CSU. He's from Northern Colorado. He knows the landscape. He would recruit and develop Colorado kids. Get him for 5 or 6 years, turn around that program, dominate the new Pac-12, and then he can jump ship and go to a bigger school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of movement is about to go down, Matt. I think a lot of coaches also are going to depart to the NFL. I think that could certainly be an interesting tidbit there.
You think college coaches are going to the league?
I think certain ones, yes. I have a prediction. I have predictions yet, but
how about Alabama and DeBoer? Do you think they're right in trying to get rid of him? I think it's stupid as fuck.
I don't think they're. I think DeBoer's a winner. I don't understand. I think Alabama fans are impatient because of Nick Saban, right? But I think DeBoer's a winner. He's won at Fresno. We got Washington to the Natty in the transfer portal era. Let
me run this by you too. A lot of people are telling me the Big Ten is better than the SEC. I think the SEC. No. I think the SEC is way better than the Big Ten.
Way better.
Way better. Serious? And I think more teams having losses in the round robin that they do to each other is a testament to the teams being better. Every week is a fucking war. Ohio State hasn't played a fucking soul. Mm-hmm. I hope Michigan beats them so bad, bro. Like I'm like Roper was just at Ohio State.
Yeah,
he loved it. It was awesome, but. I hope Michigan pounds the fuck out of Ohio State, bro. Just because.
See. Yeah, I know. It's
if Michigan beats Ohio State, Michigan goes to the Big Ten title, right? That's for a Big Ten title spot. Because Michigan only has one loss. They beat Northwestern.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah. So Michigan's losses, they lost to Oklahoma and they lost to fucking who was their Big Ten loss? They lost to who the fuck did they lose to? Not Indiana, because they don't play each other. The best 3 teams in the Big Ten don't play each other. That's pretty fucking stupid.
What about Oregon though?
But I
Oregon
mean,
and Michigan sit at 6-1, and Iowa's 4-3. USC 6-1 in conference. Ohio State.
how are they going to figure that out? If Michigan beats Ohio State, Oregon wins out, and they beat SC, and Indiana gets in, they're undefeated. Ohio State and Michigan and Oregon all have one loss. Who goes? Did Michigan play Oregon? Michigan didn't play Oregon, did they?
No, I don't think so. They didn't play. And then you go look at that, right? And then you go to the SEC. And then you look at – because I think overall, I mean, the Big Ten how does the Big Ten stand? It's just a 1 through 8 team, right? They just have one single.
That's all the conferences are like that.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be some teams being snubbed. And I still am on the group of 5 train to the
those teams do not deserve to get in this year.
The conference, at least the highest seeded conference. I don't have a problem with the current rules.
So
I think
they should get. So okay, Oregon wins out, and Michigan beats Ohio State. So Michigan and Ohio State's both getting in, and Indiana, and Oregon is on the bubble in the 12th seed with one fucking loss, and they're gonna. You're telling me a 9-3 Memphis team or some shit's getting in?
Oh no.
South Florida just lost again to Navy.
Teams are going
North Texas isn't good enough to fucking hold the 12th seed.
North Texas
is going to go to Georgia and get murdered.
They had one loss.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
You made it sound like everyone's 3. Well, I know North Texas.
Look, the only way this is acceptable is if it's Notre Dame, and they're going to be a higher seed. The only way it's acceptable is if Notre Dame is the independent at 12.
I got to ask you this. If Notre Dame and Miami are both in the same spot when it comes to playoff contention, you have to put Miami in there. No,
I personally beat Notre Dame.
Yeah,
and then Notre Dame should be the 12th seed.
That's what I think. They both
South Florida or North Texas.
Well,
you can appease both. Put Notre Dame as the 12 if that happens, and then you get Miami and Notre Dame, and Notre Dame gets to go to fucking the 5 seed, which could be Indiana for all we fucking know, or Ohio State or somebody, whoever loses.
So you don't think North Texas could give any of these teams a game? You don't know.
No, dude, they'll get beat by 100.
Damn.
Whatever group of 5 team you put in the 12 seed is getting fucking smoked. Whoever the 5 seed is has the easiest road to the national championship.
I think James Madison, off the top of my head, is favorites, and they're good.
They would get fucking murdered.
Max a good player.
Murdered. Who's the 5 seed right now?
There's a 5 seed right now. Well, the rankings come out tomorrow.
And keep in mind, it's a fucking home game for this team too. Who's the 5 seed right now?
Let me look at the current 5 seed from last week. I can't remember off the top of my head. Current 5 seed would be Ole Miss. Lane.
Okay. James Madison is going to go to fucking Ole Miss and give Lane Kiffin a game? No. You might as well have
Washington State went to Ole Miss and damn near gave him a game. What do you mean?
It's not the first round of the playoffs, dog.
Yeah, well,
James Madison is going to get fucking murdered by Ole Miss.
It's horrible this year.
If Georgia ends up the 5 seed, so they're going to fucking murder whoever shows up in the 12th seed. We watched South Florida go to Miami this year and get fucking murked. It's not happening. I'm sorry, but the fucking group of 5 does not deserve a team this year. Boise State was at least undefeated last year with a Heisman contender. We're going to get into a 3-loss team in the 12th seed, and there's going to be a 1-loss or 2-loss team out there that gets fucked because we're playing blue ribbon ball with the group of 6.
Ribbon ball. But so does that? What are you going to say then? Does meeting your conference mean nothing? Like not
if your conference is the Mountain West. Go play in the Las Vegas ball and fuck off.
But they're not. I mean,
if you're undefeated, and at the beginning of the year, Boise wasn't even undefeated. They just lost by 3 at Oregon. If that's your resume and you're killing everyone and you win your conference and you're ranked in the top 10 all year, that's different. If you're a 3-loss group of 5 champion, you don't deserve to get in this year. I'm sorry, but they could potentially be unranked. And the number 12 team in the country gets left out. That's fucking bullshit.
I see. I don't agree with the chat narrative. Boise State showed why Group 5 didn't belong in the playoffs. Boise State
got fucking murdered by Penn State, dog. They beat the shit
that
out
was a terrible matchup for them, but I'm not getting into
Well,
that. Penn State was going to run the ball on the field. They just have better athletes, but
you're making my point here.
But no, it's different. I think a Memphis team, South Florida, there's some teams that have athletes I think can compete, man. And I also think going back to conference championships, it's the highest ranked Group of 5 champions. So at the end of the day,
how much you want to bet that rule's gone next year? I'll put my
how much you want to bet it's expanded next year?
Well, they are expanding to 14, but I would bet you that the whole Group of 5 thing is gone.
Unless they have a massive round.
Everyone's just going to have to earn their right in.
Sure. I mean, because then conference championships will really mean nothing. If you just are saying
that's not true. That's not true. Conference championships mean something in regards to winning your conference and being seeded. The conference championship for Conference USA, you're right. It does mean nothing. It's not a Conference USA or Mountain West title is not the same as winning the Big 12, winning the ACC, or the Big 10. It's not. It's not the same.
That's why they have to be that's why they got to be the.
They don't need to be in unless they're elite.
That's why they're only taking one, man. That's why.
Well, even James Madison's undefeated, right?
I think they have one loss. I want to say.
Okay, and they have one. So bring up James Madison's fucking schedule, please.
All right, give me 1 sec here. JMU. They just they're actually hosting Washington State this weekend.
Yeah, well, Washington State will play anybody. They don't have a schedule. What is their from week 1? Just go over who they won, who they beat, and who they lost to, please.
Okay, so August 30th, they hosted Weber State, won 45-10. Then they traveled to Louisville and lost 28-14 against ranked Louisville. Then they went to Liberty, traveled to Liberty.
Used to be ranked Louisville. They lost. They're out.
That's true. Traveled to Liberty, took out Liberty, then hosted Georgia Southern. So they go to Georgia State, host Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns. Then they host Old Dominion, travel to Texas State, get a win there. And then they travel to Marshall, host App State, host Washington State, travel to Coastal Carolina. But I hear
and
you.
They deserve to be in the fucking playoffs.
I hear your argument. I just don't agree with you because I think
I've never been a bigger Washington State fan in my life than I am this weekend.
Fuck that. I hate the Cougars.
I
think James Madison's going to whip that ass. That's all I'm going to say. Alonzo is going to throw for 5 touchdowns.
Everyone gets a ribbon. Oh, little school, come
That's not what I'm saying. Because it's the highest ranked one. It's not every big one.
No. Hold on.
I think they deserve
it's one spot you're taking away from a team that could actually win it. Who's the 12th team in the country right now, dog?
Well, college football playoff rankings come out tomorrow, but
okay, well, whatever. Okay. Vandy against James Madison. I think Vandy beats them by 4 touchdowns. Number 1. They have an elite player in college in Diego, okay? They're really on a team that's ascending. Vanderbilt, as the 12th seed, I know it's a small possibility, but they could win the national title if they went on a run. Yeah. James Madison as 12th seed doesn't have a shot in fucking hell to go through that gambit to win the national title, dog. You are crazy if you think that's the thing. North Texas can't do it. Not this year. South Florida can't do it. Boise can't do it. San Diego State can't do it. Navy can't do it. None of the Group of 5 or Group of 6. None of them can do it. Not one. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't agree. They shouldn't be in the playoff, though. I hear your argument. I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I'm sure they have a long path to win the damn thing, but I don't know. I think JMU is better than you give them credit for. I also think South Florida is better than you give them credit for.
At this point, I hope they make the playoffs.
Memphis had a terrible
loss. The 5 seed eats them. I hope they make it, and they get beat by 100.
Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. I personally, I look forward to it. I do.
Fuck.
we're going to disagree to disagree on that one. You're straight up saying they shouldn't be in the playoff at all.
No. I'm saying they need to judge everything year by year.
Meaning,
if they're going to eye test a committee, the group saying an automatic bid is only for the 4 major conferences makes sense. An automatic bid for everyone else does not make sense. It just doesn't make sense. They need to eye test that shit. And then you've got to win out. You have to be undefeated. If there's no undefeated group of 5 or group of 6 with the Pac-12 next year, because if the new Pac-12 gets an automatic bid, I'm fucking out. Give me a break. That conference is terrible. It's the Mountain West by the fucking ocean. Okay? So you're telling me if the group of 6, unless that team is undefeated and they're dominating the fuck out of people and they've actually beat somebody that's ranked, one fucking ranked team or one major conference team, like if Oregon State wins the Pac-12 undefeated and finds a way to beat Oregon at the beginning of the year next year, then cool. They can be the 12th seed or the 14th seed or whatever. But come on, dog. I'm not just going to put in the fucking weakling just because we're trying to fucking be nice. Fuck that. I don't want to see some fucked up game. I'd love to see Vanderbilt at Ole Miss. Vanderbilt at Ole Miss looks like a fucking great playoff game. James Madison at Ole Miss or North Texas at Ole Miss or Navy at Ole Miss or whatever, the San Diego State at Ole Miss looks like a fucking ass beating to me.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Matt. So going back to the playoff rankings last week, because we'll discuss. I can't wait to debate this. I mean, we'll have to be on Thursday because it'll come out, I believe, Tuesday night. But so let's say hypothetically, this is the playoff. Now, obviously, South Florida lost, and several things have changed here. But you don't think a group of 5 has a shot against any of these teams? Like, I don't know, man.
No, not this year. Not this year. Maybe last year with Boise being the way they were, if they were the 12th seed, they might be able to go to Georgia and give them a game. South Florida goes to Athens. Georgia will eat them alive, bro. It will be a fucking murder fest. South Florida their whole team might get hurt. They ain't winning the game. And I love Coach G, and I love what they're doing at South Florida, and they're going to look really good in the Citrus Bowl. But this ain't it. They are not a playoff team.
Well, they're not now. They lost. But I'm saying
they're out now. So
yeah. But I'm saying I don't know. That's a South Florida team that went competed with Florida or went whooped Florida's ass. I mean, they kind of got.
They beat Florida on the last second field goal. Florida sucks. Yeah, that's a good win for them, but they did beat them on the last second field goal. They went to Miami and got beat by 5 touchdowns. So that's all I needed to see. The minute that happened, I knew they were out.
Man, I can't. Well, let's debate this more when the rankings come out tomorrow.
What's your fascination with the little guy? You don't want the best game?
Gosh, I'm not saying I want the best game because you're essentially saying the Group of 5 conference championship means nothing. Then
this year, it doesn't mean anything in regards to getting into the playoff. They're not good enough. James Madison hasn't played anybody, even if they go 12-1. The Mountain West isn't good this year. Period. And Conference USA has cannibalized everybody in that conference. If Navy finds a way to win the conference with 1 loss, they're not. I don't think Navy is good enough or has the resume to go. Notre Dame beat them by fucking 50 points. I'm sorry, but it's just this year's not the year for the Group of 5. This year ain't the year. Next year they might have a better team that might be able to compete. But sooner or later we're going to realize that this is a gift spot. It's not a earned spot. Everybody else has to earn their way into the playoffs. All you got to do is be the best shitty team if you're in the group of 6.
Great debate. Can't wait to dive into it more. I think a lot of shit's about to go down, Matt, because, again, we got another great weekend of college football ahead. Matt, who you got tonight, though? You're going with Cowboys 3.5. I think the Raiders could give them a game, though. We got to get our picks before we get out of here. What do you think about
Nuggets?
The game tonight?
No, I'm fucking around. I think the Cowboys win. I think the Cowboys win by 2 touchdowns.
Cowboys got a lot of key defensive players back. Star linebackers back. obviously got Quinn Williams, and I can't wait to see how that Cowboys defense looks. But boy, if they struggle again, Matt, holy shit, man, sound the alarms. Raiders 3.5. I kind of lean to that just because the Raiders are due for it. I think that Geno could really carve up this Cowboys defense. Do you think there's a lot of points in this game, Matt? The total's at 49.5, pretty high, especially for how slow these primetime games have been. But I think there could be more scoring.
Has a lot of points. That kind of requires the Raiders to also score.
Yeah,
I would probably take the under on this one.
Under, yeah. I lean under too. I think there could be a lot of scoring, but I don't know. 49.5. That's a lot of points, man. I don't know.
49.5 points is a fucking ton of points,
especially in prime time. You know these prime time games.
The prime time team have been shitty.
It screams to me like.
Why are they all so shitty?
Like 21-14 or something, man. I don't know. It screams.
Just why? Why the fuck are all these fucking primetime games so fucking terrible? Why? Why are they so terrible? Why? What's the reason?
I don't know. Do they do this intentionally? Like, is that what they do? They do.
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, the mob runs the NFL now. Don't tell me they don't.
Yeah, the mom's running everything. Like golly. And then
I don't know. I'm hoping it's a good game because I like in an era where the rules of defense you can't hit anybody anymore. So I figure if we want to win or if the game needs to be good, we need to abide by the rules, which the rules make everybody ballless. So if we can't play football the way I want to watch it, I want to see points. If the league is set up to score touchdowns and everything's catered to the offense, I want to see touchdowns. I don't want to see 19-16 field goal fests. They drive me fucking nuts. I know the Broncos won yesterday 22-19, but it's just field goal after it's fucking the National Field Goal League. I'm over it. The fucking rules are set up for these people to fucking score points. Let's go, NFL players. Do your fucking jobs. This shit is boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it is boring.
I agree. It's certainly slow. Breaking news: Jamar Chase has been suspended by the NFL.
Good.
Fucking pussy. I don't know what the suspension is. 1 game. Suspended 1 game for spitting on Jalen Ramsey. So
I bet he didn't do it.
He lied about it, and it's what it is, bro. And not much like
he lied about it.
Like shit. He straight up came out and said, "I didn't do it."
I didn't do anything.
It's very clearly on camera, so it is what it is. Matt rolling with the Raiders plus 3.5 tonight. Probably leaning under with
nice.
Too, but also, fuck, dude, Matt. You know how these games are. It could go fucking 40-37. Like, you know what I mean? But I leave Raiders plus 3.5.
Well, I hope so. Fuck, bro.
I hope so too, for the sake of it. I lean Raiders plus 3.5. If you'd like to bet the total, I'd lean the under. Matt and I both are there. Let's hope this is a better primetime game than we've had. Let's say that. We'll be back tomorrow to dive into Colorado's keys to victory and what they got to do to take care of business against Arizona State with Juju Lewis at quarterback here. If you're watching, go ahead and pound the like button, subscribe, and become a member of 0 to 60. The premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage, brought to you by the Believe Network and FanDuel. Matt, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, so one of my guys, my man Nico from Cherokee Trail, got a fake recruiting message from like kids, sending him a graphic, like, we're really interested in you, but it's some fucking punk kid somewhere like pranking him. I want you to know out there, all you fucking cowards, from Mark to everybody that hates us and hates what we do because you can't do it. You're just fuel. It gives me fuel. It gives him fuel. Everything you say about us and you doubt us gives us more. So please continue the hate because we don't cower from that shit. When blood drops in the water around me, I'm a shark. My guys are sharks. So please continue with it because it fuels my desire to make you look and sound fucking stupid. It fuels his desire to make people look and sound fucking stupid. And I'm not afraid to tell everybody. I retweeted it and put it out there. These fucking people are absolute cowards. Fuck them. I want everybody to see that I talk to them like that too, because he's a man. He's not a fucking child. So, everybody, it's Arizona State week. Man the fuck up. Stand shoulder to shoulder. Let's go beat the shit out of these people on Saturday. Have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
That's right. Have a great day. Pound the like button, subscribe, and become a member. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.